Hey guys, this is July the 23rd, 2022. You're looking at the sun. I just wanted to get a quick video of it. Um, it's so bright I can barely see my screen. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that's really important. Um, and I wanted to tell you about something that happened to me yesterday. Um, I went to town yesterday to get some stuff done. Bought some groceries, and got some running around stuff done. And when I got back home, uh, I unloaded the car and everything, and then I walked out on the back porch, and it was something. There was like a huge wave of energy just hit me. I mean, and it was like, it was powerful. Okay, some kind of energy wave hit me while I was standing on the back porch, and it just literally just took me out. It just zapped me, and I was completely useless. I collapsed right there. I fell. Uh, um, well, I didn't actually fall, but I had to sit down. My legs felt like they just collapsed out from under me. I was dizzy. My head was spinning. I was nauseous, and the energy, it's like every ounce of energy in my body was just sucked out of me. Just that quick, in an instant, that fast. And I knew right away that I was being hit. I knew I was being hit with the energy weapons, but uh, and of course I'm being hit with them every single day and every night. But I've never, well, I don't want to say never because I've been hit for so long, but I don't remember being hit this hard and this fast. Okay, this like come out of nowhere, and it hit me hard, and it hit me fast, and it took me down. Okay, I was so sick and so weak. I I didn't think I could make it to the bed, but I did. I pulled myself up and I went to the bed. I lay down in the bed. And I started meditating right away. But I mean, I was so weak I couldn't even grab my gear. I knew I had to put my gear on because I've been in a bad habit lately of going places without my gear. And a lot of times, I mean, because it's so hot and you just don't want to wear it. And a lot of times I'll get in town and I'll start getting sick, or I'll start having trouble breathing, and it'll hit me, well, you didn't wear your gear. I don't like wearing my gear to town. I don't. But I think it's starting to become necessary that I wear it. Um, anyway, I lay there in meditation for a few minutes to try to see if I could get my strength back and see if I could, you know, come back around. And so I got up to get my gear from my chest and my head. And when I sat up, I was so dizzy that the room was spinning around. And so I just grabbed my vest, my vest that I put over my back and my chest. I grabbed that and my hat, and I put them on. I lay back down, and I realized I didn't have my earplugs in. And so I needed to go get them, but I didn't want to get up. So I lay there a few minutes in meditation, and I started praying. And I thought, well, what do I need to do, Lord? Show me what to do. I mean, what has happened? I mean, I knew what was happening. I knew I'd been hit, but I didn't really realize the effects of it, I think. I didn't realize at that time that um, how it was going to just increase. Anyway, it increased. Okay, I laid there and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I thought, well, it's in my house. This energy is it's moving through my house. It's all over my house. So I said, I got to get up and I got to get to my sacred place. I got to get to my sacred place. And I know because I know if I get to my sacred place in nature that I'll be okay. So, but I couldn't get to it because I couldn't walk, and it was like 100 feet from my house. So I couldn't get to my sacred place. So I lay there and I kept meditating. I kept meditating, and it was, I don't know. I almost felt like I was going to just pass out. So I told myself, I said, you got to get out of here. You got to get out of the house. So I made myself get up, even though I was dizzy. And the room was spinning around, and I was so weak, and my legs didn't want to go, and I was nauseous. But anyway, I forced myself to get up, and I walked to my sacred place. And I sit down back there, because I got a chair down there, so I sit down. And I do what I do every day when I go to my sacred place. I take my shoes off. That's the first thing I do is I take my shoes off and I ground my body with Mother Earth. So I took my shoes off and I put my feet flat on the ground and I pulled the energy from Mother Earth up through my body like I do every day. And folks, I have to tell you, instantly I started feeling better. I started feeling better. And it was like, this is something that I needed. It's like I needed to ground with Mother Nature. I needed to ground with Mother Earth. I needed to get back in balance. So I lay there, I sit there and I kept visioning or pulling the energy up from Mother Earth and up through my body, and then out my head, and I started feeling better. I started feeling better. And so I just kind of laid my head back, rested my head back on the back of the chair, and when I looked up, sun was beaming straight into my face. And so the sun is another energy, natural energy that you can move through your body for healing. And so I said, okay, hey, hello, Father, Sun. So I just started pulling the energy from the sun down through my head and down through my body. And I could feel it. I could actually feel the energy moving through my body, and I was feeling better. I said, thank God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. And I'm feeling better. Just getting out of my house, getting out in nature, and I was feeling better. And as I lay there in meditation, in my sacred place, I could actually hear the energy speaking to me in Mother Nature. I heard it say, all you got to do is show up. Just show up. And I heard it so clearly in my mind, and in my heart, I could hear it. Just show up. So all you got to do is show up, folks. Just show up in nature and align your energy with nature, and you can be healed from whatever's going on, okay? I wanted to say that first, but the main thing that I wanted to say in this video is about the energy weapons that they're hitting us with. I feel like, at least in my situation, that they're increasing. Now, obviously, they're increasing the attacks on me, and the attacks are getting harder. They're hitting me harder, and they're hitting me a lot faster and more frequently. So what I want to point out in this video is the 4 major places, the 4 major areas that they're going to hit you, that they're going to target the most, okay? Now, they can hit you anywhere on your body. They can hit your legs and cause pain. They can hit your knees. They can hit your feet. And I know some people who just wake up with rashes all over that go from their feet and go all the way up their legs and overnight, and they don't know what happened. I just woke up with this crazy rash all over me, and they don't know what it is. They don't know what happened during the night. They just woke up with a rash, and they got a lot of pain in their legs and their knees and their feet. Well, they're hitting them with their microwave weapons through their windows, okay? You can reduce this a lot. You can't reduce it 100%, but you can reduce it a lot just by covering your windows in your bedroom. Okay, All my windows are covered with the bubble foil, and I'm going to show you what the bubble foil looks like, because a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the bubble foil. But if you, it's best really to use sheet metal. If you can afford sheet metal and you can get it, it's best to cover your windows with sheet metal. But in my case, I can't afford sheet metal, and plus I don't know how to install it. So in my case, it's best for me to use the bubble foil. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, this is the bubble foil that I use to cover all my windows in my house, and it is called Reflectix. Okay, Reflectix, the bubble reflector. Okay, you can get this, and this is a small roll because I got it just to do small windows, but you can get it in large rolls. Larger, I think there's a small, medium, and a large size, and I've got the large size over my bedroom windows, but this can be used almost anywhere. I got this on my bed, over my windows. I mean, I make my bubble hats with it. I use it for a lot of protection from the electronic weapons. Okay, it's flexible. You can bend it, you can fold it, you can make it work any way you want it to. And if you go to Lowe's, you can go to the building supplies department, and it's going to be in there where the insulation for your home is. That's where it's at. The last time I went, when I bought this, there was only one row left. So I got lucky that day. I'm thinking other people may have caught on to it. But it's a good reflector for the microwaves and radio waves. It's a good reflector for the electronic weapons. If you can't do the sheet metal. But anyway, like I was saying, get back to what I was saying, they can hit you anywhere on your body. A lot of times when I'm sitting on my porch, my arms will just go to sleep, and I know they're hitting my arms. My arms will just start going to sleep for no reason, and I know they're hitting my arms. And so I have to get up and try to find something to protect my arms. You can use the bubble foil, but if you've got some kind of reflective material, EMF material, that you can put over your arms or your legs at night, use that. And if you don't have anything else, you can use aluminum foil. You've got to protect your body, folks. Okay, this is urgent. I feel like it's urgent because I feel like they're ramping up the attacks against us. Now I know they're ramping up against me. I'm a major target, and it might not be this severe for other people, but it could in the future get this way. It could get severe. Okay, it could get to the point to where other people are being targeted like I am, or other targeted individuals. But anyway, it's important that you protect your body. But I'm going to name right now the 4 major areas that they target to take you out, okay? And the first one is the head, okay? They're going to hit your head. Look, even though they can hit anywhere on your body, in order for them to take control of your mind and your body, they have to seize control of your head. So your head is going to be, your head and your ears are going to be the #1 area that they're going to target, okay? So you're going to have to protect your head and your ears, and then the other 2 is your chest and your back. A lot of times when I'm outside working in the yard or do whatever I'm doing or cutting my grass, a lot of times I'll start feeling a pain and a heaviness in my chest, and I have shortness of breath, or sometimes I might feel it in my back. My back will start hurting, my upper back will start hurting, and I'll start having a pain, heaviness, and a shortness of breath. Anytime they hit my chest and my back, I know that can cause shortness of breath and pain. So the same with the ears and the head. If they hit your ears, if they hit your ears and the microwaves hit that vagus nerve that runs from your ears down through your body, it can cause you to, shut down your breathing. Okay, so they can shut down your breathing by hitting you in the chest, the back, the ears, and the head. So this is very important. I know I've talked about this before in other videos, but I'm stressing it today because I feel like it's necessary. It's something just come up within me and said, you got to make the people understand that they've got to start protecting themselves, okay? People are not ready for the tinfoil hats, but I am. I'm wearing them already. I got my Bubba hat that I wear. I wear it at night. I never go to bed without my Bubba hat, my earplugs, and my chest and my back protection. Never, ever. I wouldn't even think about it. I've also got the bubble foil over my mattress because they can beam the microwaves up under your bed and through your mattress. I got a small sheet of sheet metal, and then I've got the bubble foil over that. So, and I know I'm getting a little anxious because of my situation, but I feel like it's urgent to get this message out here today because something inside of me is telling me that this is about to go wide scale. There's something inside me, and maybe it's God, that's telling me these attacks are about to go wide scale. Now, they're already wide scale to some extent, but there are a lot of people who are not having any issues. A lot of people are not being attacked at all, okay? In any ways, if this goes wide scale, and we know it's globally, okay, but if it spreads and gets wider and gets more intense and more frequent and more debilitating, then people are going to have to know this. They're going to have to know this information, and that's why I want to put it out here today. So, the head, the ears, the chest, and the back. The head, ears, chest, and the back. You've got to protect those 4 major areas first, okay? And then any other places on your body that you may start having pain or any kind of weird sensations, and you want to protect those areas. But also for the legs, but I need to point this out. For the legs, if you put the sheet metal and the bubble foil over your mattress where you sleep when you sleep at night, that will help protect your legs and your arms and your whole body. So just having that on top of your mattress. Now you can't put it under your mattress. It's not going to help you there because they can go straight under your mattress. You're going to have to put it on top of your mattress. I have mine on top of my mattress. Then I have some blankets over that, and then I have some of the bubble foil over my pillows. Okay, because of the microwaves that hit my head at night, so I have to have it over my pillows too. Water pillows. Richard Lighthouse recommends water pillows for anybody who might be having the pain in the neck and the head. Water pillows will help protect your head and your neck. What else? Oh, the earplugs. My earplugs that I wear is those hard, like not the soft foam, but the hard foam with aluminum tape on the outside. I have to have the aluminum on the outside because that helps reflect the microwaves when they hit my ears. But you might be able to find some earplugs that have some metal on the outside where you won't have to do that. Or you could rig up your own. I mean, just use your imagination and rig up your own body gear. But I think it's necessary. And I also keep 2 small squares of this bubble foil. I just cut me 2 squares and stick it underneath my my car seat. So if I'm in town and I don't have my gear on, I can just slide that piece of bubble foil right up under my shirt, right up under my back, and I'll have protection from my chest and my back while I'm in town. And I also keep an extra pair of earplugs in my car and my hat. Now, I don't wear my Bubba hat to town yet because people are not ready for that. But I do have a baseball cap, and it has the bubble foil inside of it with the magnets. So I have protection for my head, my ears, my chest, and my back all the time. No matter where I'm at, I have even if I don't have it on, I have my gear in my car. I have my protection from my chest, my back, my ears, and my head at all times. Because I never know when I'm going to get somewhere and I'm going to get hit. I'm going to start having breathing problems, or my chest is going to start hurting, or my back's going to start hurting, or my ears are going to start hurting, or I'm going to start having problems with my memory, or I might have cognitive. If you having cognitive problems, like if you just feel like all of a sudden you turn stupid overnight, that's the microwaves hitting your head. They hit you in the brain with these microwaves. They can cause you to forget things. They can make you make mistakes. They can cause you to mess up on whatever you're doing. I know that's true because this has been happening to me for years. I thought for the longest time I was getting dementia. But I know now, just by wearing my head protection, that all of that comes back when I protect my head. So, if you're having any problems with dementia, Alzheimer's, or like if you feel like you're getting Alzheimer's, or if you feel like your cognitive function is declining, or if you feel like your memory's declining, I mean, any kind of problems with your brain, with your mind, you can start wearing the bubble hat, put the foil over your head, and also remember that this has to protect your brain stem too. You know, on my hat I have a little flap that extends down at the bottom of the hat to where it can cover my brain stem, because the brain stem is as a control center as well as the other control centers. The brain stem, I'm not going to go into what all it covers in this video, but you have to cover all the major lobes of the brain, the temporal lobe, the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the occipital lobe, and you have to cover the brain stem. You have to cover all that, or they can hit your brain. Okay, and I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again in this video. Most of the time when they hit you, it's going to be at night while you're sleeping. Okay, because that's when you're still, and that's when they can hold the weapons on you longer or long enough to do the damage they want to do. Have y'all heard of anybody that just died in their sleep of a heart attack? Or if anybody who just woke up with a stroke or a brain aneurysm? I have. I know a lot of people who just died in their sleep for no reason. Because it's at night is when they hit you with the weapons. Okay, number one, they need for your windows to be uncovered because they need to be able to see you. Okay, they need to be able to see the target. They need for your windows to be uncovered, and they need for you to be still. They need for you to be still so that they can hold the weapon on your heart long enough to give you a heart attack. They need for you to be still so they can hold the weapon on your head long enough to give you a stroke or a brain aneurysm. They need for you to be still before they can hit your legs. They're going to hit you mostly at night. That's when they hit me most of the time. But except for yesterday when I got zapped on my back porch. So, that's not the first time I've been zapped, but that's when I was outside. But that's the first time I've been zapped that hard. So, I feel like this message is urgent. I do. And I felt like I felt an urgency this morning. I actually kind of got the message last night, but it was too late to do the video. When I woke up this morning, the urgency hit me again to do this message and make sure you point out the 4 major areas of targeting that they're going to hit first. Once again, they can hit your whole body anywhere, but the 4 major areas are the areas that you need to protect first. Your head, your ears, your chest, and your back. Your head, your ears, your chest, and your back. Remember that, folks. Remember that. That's all I'm going to say today, and I'll talk to you guys later. I love you.